Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And I promised that I would do a stream of a game that's no longer available, and that's Turtles in Time. So I have a few games actually on my Xbox 360. Turtles in Time Reshelled, that is. And as you can see, I actually have quite a few things here, The Simpsons, and I'm going to try to stream a lot of these games. That are no longer available because, you know, the developers, you know, things change with the rights. So Microsoft had to pull it off their store. And the same thing went for the PlayStation Network. So right here we've got Turtles in Time, Reshelled. This was released all the way back in 2009. And, like, I'm okay with this game as a remake. You know, the intro looks pretty cool and everything. Shredder looks awesome.
Hey, Crash! Bring that statue back!
Obviously, you know, it looks more akin to the comic book of the 2003 show. While the one for Super Nintendo was more for, you know, more in the vein of the 1987 show. This is pretty damn loud. I think I'm gonna have to probably turn it down a little bit because I don't even know if you guys can hear me talk. Gonna put the volume down my Elgato maybe to like 40 or something like that. One second, I don't have my my chat open here just in case anyone pops in. So I'm still new to Twitch, so you know I don't get a big chat going so far. But I want to thank everyone who's come over from the Brad Rules over on YouTube. Thanks for everyone who's already started to follow me. So no one's in the chat just yet. But, you know, we'll play and see who ends up coming in here. So anyway, I had a really hard time. So I had to do a wired connection on my Xbox 360. What a pain hooking this thing back up. I already have a saved game. What's my saved game?
Sewer surfing.
Oh no, we're gonna go back to the beginning, guys. We're not gonna do it from this point. Wow, that I have not played this game in years, so that thing's been saving for a very long time. It was a game that was not going to be continued. So here we go. I'm gonna put it on normal. And I'm not sure if this game has unlimited continues or what the deal is, but here we go. So this game is also based on... You got the voices from the 2003 show too. Now the one thing is, the music is like, I don't want to say horrible, but it's not good. I've heard people say it's remixed, but it really doesn't sound anything like the original, just slightly. But you can see, like these graphics are okay, but the 16-bit Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, if we're going to talk about Hyperstone Heist and the arcade version of Turtles in Time, looks so much better. You know, everything looks kind of like rubbery here. Like I said, I don't completely dislike it, but it's like, it's just not my bag, baby. Yeah, this music is definitely not remixed. it's just completely different music, pretty much. The boss theme sounds a little bit reminiscent. I missed out on my chance on the pizza, so at least they still have that. You can still throw enemies at the screen. I don't know if they have the side to side. I kind of forget. Yeah, the moves kind of look a little bit different, as to be expected. The animation's pretty smooth, though. You know, it's pretty fluid. I think, at least. Does the game feel different? I think so. So I kind of like, though, it's kind of like 2003 mixed with 1987, but still, even playing this, like, I'm kind of happy to be playing this again, but I'm not thrilled with it still. I think I was really happy to hear that there was any sort of HD remake coming out of this game at the time. But, you know, then when I played it, I was like, I remember playing it online with a few co-workers and stuff, and just not being thrilled with it. I mean, the music has a big thing to do with it. It really does. It has a big... It's a big flaw to not have the original soundtrack, or at least to have a decently remixed soundtrack. Look, I get it. We have to update things, but... You know, they change a little bit too much here. So here's Baxter. Well, this redesign doesn't look too bad. He's kind of got the same attacks going on with the guns. Just playing really sloppy here. Oh, God, okay, I think he has that hand that comes out still, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, here we go. Yeah. It doesn't look as cool. Like, I feel like they animated it a lot better. I think this is pretty cool though, like, because this game is unavailable, so you guys are kind of getting an exclusive stream. You know, unless you're emulating this, which, by the way, we're not emulating it at all. This is being played off of actual hardware. It's a shame. Like, anyone who wants to play this game, you know, good or not, it's kind of lost in time, I guess you could say.
Alley Cat Blues.
Good pun, right, guys? Yeah. It's lost in time. You know, you can never get it back again.
Cool off, suckers!
Cool off, suckers! So I like the 2003 voice cast. Definitely not as good as the 1987 voice cast, but I like that they got them to do the voices here. And I like the 2003 show. I definitely want to go back, especially after watching so many episodes of the 1987 show. And, you know, go back. It's been quite many years since I've seen any of the 2003 show. You know, it's more akin to the comic book. So I kind of like this, you know, seeing the backgrounds, the trash cans, the dumpsters. If you look really closely, you can kind of see like fleas or flies back there. So there's some nice details.
Pizza time!
You know, when you pick up the pizzas, like, it sounds a little bit, you know, less video gamey, you know. he actually goes pizza time, and the other one's pizza time, like pizza time, like it doesn't really sound. So look at this. So we have these robots. You might be asking, where's the roadkill Rodneys? You know, those little like the ones that kind of go around in the treads. So actually, you know, the NES version, the SNES version, right, was had a lot more references to the show. So like those robots with the boxing gloves, like, you know, like I don't know where they got those from, but this is all based on the arcade. I like that little thing, like, you can kind of see, yeah, there you go. You see, like, they kind of animated the charge attack a little bit better. So there are things, there are small little improvements in this remake. See, okay, that's the spinning move. Which, you know, it's a bomb. That's what's kind of weird in the arcade and the SNES version. Like, why is it a bomb? So is the turtle going to explode? Like, all you do is twirl around when you collect that. It's not really a bad game. It's a competent game. It's just I think a lot of people would have just been happier with the re-release of Turtles in Time, the SNES version. And we really learned around that time that most people do prefer the SNES version. I kind of like a few of these redesigns, to tell you the truth. No, like, I like how Metalhead looks beefier here. He looks like he could, you know, kick your ass more than the one, you know, from the cartoon. See, this boss theme is not that bad, but I wouldn't necessarily call it really like a remake of the original themes. It's reminiscent in certain ways. But it doesn't have that thumping bass like that one's completely awesome. This is just like adequate boss music, really. Also, as you can see, it's a lot easier. Like, I'm just kind of just tearing through the bosses. And I have it on normal. You saw I picked normal. I'm not like on easy or anything like that.
Sewer surfing.
Like,
My toes, my toes.
This is a crime, though. The sewer surfing,
My toes.
like, music is so awesome, and just like listening to this type of music, like, okay, it's not horrible, but compared to what we had, I don't really care for the way how they made the pizza monsters.
My toes.
But really, looking back, I don't know, I feel like the art style looks a little bit better to me now than it previously did.
My toes, my toes. My toes, my toes.
Like, it does have that rubbery look to it. And when you hit something, the sound effects are not quite as satisfying. But it's not really a bad art style. Oh god, I need some help. Okay, they're definitely more aggressive, and there's more pizza monsters down here than there is in the SNES version. And you're about to see at the end of this level why a lot of people are unhappy, that they decided to remake the arcade version and not the SNES version.
Pizza time!
See, this was more of like a bonus level in the arcade version. But in the SNES version, it was an actual level. Well, it's supposed to be more like really kind of a little bit of both, I guess you could say. The reason why you still get points in both versions, like they didn't have it here, but there were like question marks that you could collect. See, that's another thing that they didn't even do really.
My patience is wearing thin. I am banishing you to a time warp from which you shall never return.
See, like right there, that, you know, you would have been fighting the Rat King in the Super Nintendo version. In the arcade, like, he just sends you back into the sends you back in time from the sewers.
Turtlesaurus.
Which, I don't know, like, why they decided to do that. The Technodrome is so much cooler. It makes more sense that, you know, you would be in the Technodrome and he would send you back, like, from the Technodrome, because that's, like, his headquarters. Here we are in prehistoric Turtlesaurus, and we're plowing through this game. Okay, so the side-to-side is in the game. I think you have to do the opposite of the way that you're standing. They did the dinosaurs really good. You got the footprints on the ground. So I don't know, what would you guys like to see me stream next? I'm thinking of one of the other classic arcade games, like The Simpsons. You want to see 1989 Turtles, the first ever Ninja Turtles video game? Yeah, not only was that the first arcade game, that was the first Ninja Turtles game, period. I mean, I'm not sure, I think that the NES version might have come first. That's good trivia. What actually came first, the arcade game? Because they're both 1989, actually. Okay, the Rock Soldiers look pretty good. They're looking buff as fuck.
I feel seasick. I feel seasick.
Okay, why do you feel seasick, Mikey? That doesn't make any sense. You just got hit by a Rock Soldier.
I feel seasick.
Like, I feel like the pirate ship level is more appropriate for him to say that. Not here. So I like how the ceiling, you can see the effects of the rocks coming down, the ceiling is crumbling. Because in the arcade and the SNES version, they just fall right down. You kind of don't know where they're falling. I think you could see the shadows on the ground. That they did do. Oh wow, that takes away a lot of health.
I feel seasick. Pizza time!
Alright, let's not make that mistake again, because these things are... they're pretty deadly. I'm not as familiar with the arcade version because I have not played it in, you know, like 20 years, 25 years maybe. But I don't remember like. I don't remember the mallets and everything like that. That's certainly not in the Super Nintendo version. Or these things that spit fire. And look, remember the mountain that I... go back and watch my past stream of Turtles in Time of the original game for Super Nintendo. The mountain with Shredder's head, it was more of a mountain. Here it's just kind of like a rock sculpture. It does not look as good. So this is a Clayman or whatever this guy is called. It's kind of strange because it's like he's just a creation of Baxter Stockman. He's in the cartoon for 5 minutes. It made a lot more sense to use Slash from the cartoon. So I don't know why they chose this guy in the arcade version. To me, Slash is the boss of prehistoric Turtlesaurs, not Clayman or whatever he's called. Wait, what is he called? I gotta look that up. Let's see, Turtles in Time bosses. No, I want the arcade version. What is that guy called? It is Clayman, isn't it? Cement Man, that's what his name is. Oh god, it's even worse. Cement Man. I mean, it's interesting though, you know, that this guy actually made it into a Turtles game. It's just he's not one of the more memorable guys. Like, he's actually just an illusion, too. It's just Baxter Stockman's helmet. He puts on the helmet, and it's like a poster of a movie monster, and he comes alive. They didn't even say his name in the cartoon. He's got shell shock there.
Let's kick shell!
Slash is a tough boss. I mean, go back and watch my Turtles in Time stream for the Super Nintendo. I couldn't even, like, touch the guy with down until I picked Mikey, and due to his speed, I was able to, you know, beat him finally. But Slash is a tough boss. Should be, like, one more hit. There we go.
Cowabunga!
2003 voices are pretty good, though. I gotta say, I like those voices. So those are also really good animations. See, it's Bebop and Rocksteady in the Super Nintendo version. I like Shredder at the helm of the ship right there. That's pretty cool, that little statue. Just ran into the board. But it's Toka and Razor here. Usually they're the bosses of the Technodrome.
My toes! My toes!
Which is the 4th level in the Super Nintendo version. You only get to see the Technodrome, like one room of the Technodrome right at the end of the arcade game. Same thing goes for this game, because this is basically the arcade version.
I feel seasick.
I mean, and I kind of get why they would do that, because this is not for a Nintendo system, so maybe they might have had something to do, because this was not available for the Wii at the time. It was only for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. For the online stores. Like I said, if you're just joining me right now, you're on Twitch. You know, you're not able to play this game anymore unless you already had it download onto your system. So in other words, if you deleted something, you would not be able to play this game again. I like that little island off in the distance. No, there's some good details here. Those boards are not as well defined though. I see, like, you know, they kind of colored them a little bit differently. So we're gonna get some of this action going, some spinning action. Getting a little crowded on the screen. Some fireworks. I don't think that was in the original game. Fireworks. Oh my god. There's like 2 voice clips being played at once. My toes, I feel seasick. See, that was what I was talking about before. I feel seasick. That makes more sense than when it was played when I was just down in the sewers. Yeah, so here's Toka and Razor. And they look pretty good. Especially, I like Toka's design. She looks pretty awesome. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Thanks for waiting, guys. So we're back. Let's take care of old folk down Razor here. I always make this mistake. It's smarter to do one at a time than try to go for both of them. That way, you know, you'll be left with just one to fight. They have, their attacks are way better than their original. See, if you don't have Razor flying around and poke it back, you also don't have him spitting fire. It's just kind of, you know, an easier animation where and we're done with that.
Bury my shell at Wounded Knee.
And now we have the train level that you guys didn't even get to see in the Turtles in Time stream that I did previously for my Super Nintendo. So this level looks nice. I like the animation of the train going by. See, this they made look better for the remake. I mean, because it was kind of hard for them to animate this adequately in a 16-bit game. I think that's what it was mainly. This game just didn't feel like next gen at the time for 2009. Like if they were gonna do a remake, like this would have been okay for like PS2 or original Xbox, but like for 360 and PS3, I think we were just expecting just a whole lot more. Just more visual flair. I mean, I'm good with it because, like I said, I'm not a graphics whore. It's not really a big thing to me. I mean, I don't like looking at a pile of nonsense, but, you know, it doesn't need to be, like, state-of-the-art, 60 FPS, like, amazing, like, knock your socks off photorealism. Which is why I am not, like, too crazy about next-gen. Like, I'm always, like, with next-gen, I'm not like, oh my god, I can't wait for next-gen. I'm like, no, I'm good with the current gen. I'm good with the Switch, I'm good with the Xbox One, you know, but I'm not like some people where they just can't wait to get the next one. It's like, oh, we've got enough graphical power as it is right now. They just released the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. We really need to get to the next generation already. I mean, that's enough of a holdover. That stuff is probably going to be announced at E3 2020.
I feel seasick.
And I'm not really looking forward to it that much. You know, go check out my video that I did on E3 2020 where we talk a little bit about social good. So if you're not a subscriber of mine on YouTube, go search me out on YouTube. It's youtube.com/tools, or just search it out. If you're watching this archive on YouTube, then just go follow me on my Twitch channel to see these streams live, which is the Brad Tools Live. Okay, that enemy with the hook, they definitely didn't have that in the original. So you gotta say they did have some little original touches that they made to the enemies.
I feel seasick.
Now, this song sounds a little bit more like an actual replacement. But there really is no music in this game that I could say is superior to the original. So if I had to pick, like, what's the biggest fault to this game, it's the music. Without a doubt, it's the music. So now, I don't think that they even really thought of how beloved the Turtles in Time soundtrack was.
I feel seasick.
Leatherhead. See, I like that. How he's running beside the train. That looks really cool. And this is definitely the Leatherhead from the comic in the 2003 show. It's not the Leatherhead with the hat from the 87 show. I guarantee you that head. He has similar attack animations of the charge and the throwing knives. I'm being more strategic here with the jump kick, as you can see. That was say this, I'm enjoying this playthrough, but I don't think that I'm going to be like coming back to this game after I complete it. It's just going to be like one of those games where I'm like, oh, that was nice, but I won't be coming back to it anytime soon. Okay, avoid them a little bit better. Boss battle's taking a long time. Let's just end this already.
Cowabunga!
One thing you'll notice is that the bosses don't explode like they do in the SNES version. There's no big boom.
Neon Knight Riders.
And a little history on this level in the SNES version. They went to mode 7. They tried to do a 3D effect, like a pseudo 3D effect, where it was kind of like over the shoulder view. This is actually like a good set. Once again, the arcade version where it's just the side-scrolling level. Both are good. I don't know which one I really prefer. will say this, like, this is a good example of this level not looking as good. Like, look at the backgrounds. First of all, like, it barely even looks like it's nighttime. I mean, look at the sky. It's all, like, grayed and foggy back there. Like, why doesn't it, like, look better? Like, this was an opportunity for them to really take full advantage of the hardware and really make this look good. But, you know, like, the lighting effect is just one. Like, look at those windows back there. Do they look like they're lit up, or do they just more look like they've been painted white? That's what they look like to me. A failed opportunity to make a level look better using the modern hardware. Like, they didn't do that really in this game. They just did not really make a good attempt at you know, really bringing this game into next gen. Where we were like, wow, like this game really looks good being remade. Pretty much universally, and I know like most people just love gameplay and everything. And I do a fair share of that. Go look on my YouTube, for example. A lot of it's like it looks like a complaint department, basically. Here comes playing the Android body.
Face the wrath of Superman!
And Crane definitely does not sound as good as his great voice actor from the 1987 show. I would say the Android body, just like back to Stockton, it looks the most cartoon accurate. They didn't really seem like they went for a big overhaul. I kind of appreciate that because they really could have like made this look like an Android, like really from the future, and you know, really took it away from the charm of the look. But they stuck mostly with the original. They kind of just changed like the goggles he's wearing slightly. Credit to them for like keeping a lot of the characters similar. It's just like it looked like with Leatherhead they were really like, let's just make them the 2003 Leatherhead. I'm fine with that. I really do like that they mixed elements together from different from the two different series, which to me are the only two good turtle characters. So I'm perfectly fine with the 2003 show. There's certain things that I don't think is super careful.
Going to Paris!
Oh, finally got him in. Now we can move on.
Starbase, where no turtle has gone before.
Now, the other thing, it doesn't feel as fulfilling going through this game. You don't really feel that sense of satisfaction you did with the SNES and Genesis. It's just like, okay, that looks good. I like the way how the planet looks back there, or the sun. I guess that's the sun. It looks like it's a burning star, some big ball of fire. See, that's the thing. It's a mixed bag, this game. And I guess I want to mean that in the most positive way possible. They did. It's kind of lazy, right? They got lazy with certain things. Like the Neon Night Riders, like, to me, that level looks kind of like they just should have spruced that up. Like, guys, it's 2009. The future is here, you know? We should have made that level look great, but instead it looks like they just sit there and you say like, well, the 16-bit version looks better. And why is that a thing? Like the fact that we can say that like stuff with inferior graphics looks better, that shouldn't be. But it's because of the art style. It's a slight art style. It's just, you know, they really had to work with what they had. They had to really make a genuine effort to make things look good and make them look like what they were supposed to be. So with that in mind, I mean, they really did awesome stuff, like looking back at 16-bit Turtles. Like, it just show, like, that is a game that is very difficult to remake and do it justice. Like, that really just shows you, it speaks volumes about how great the original is. So I kind of forget how the continue situation works in this game. I think there's a save system, I don't really remember. Now, you know what would be awesome to stream this game with 4 other people. But that's not happening. I mean, good luck trying to find anyone who actually owns this game. I do, because, like, why would I delete it? Also, it's a Turtles game, so, you know, I'm automatically just going to want to have it in my collection. Wow, this is, pretty excessive, I would say. Alright, so we got through that part. Oh! This hallway with the falls coming down it. So yeah, I like this background. Now this background, to me, this looks pretty good. I mean, I'm taking a look here, and now that looks somewhat next gen. It's, you know, I'm not mind blown, but I think it looks pretty good. So credit to them for this particular level. So we're nearing the end of the game. It's definitely in sight.
Look out the sunscreen! Look out the sunscreen!
And there's a voice clip you haven't heard before. Look out the sunscreen. I think he probably would have said the same thing if, remember back in the dinosaur level, if I got hit by those fire-breathing dinosaurs, he probably would have said the same thing.
Look out the sunscreen!
Okay.
Look out
Well,
the sunscreen!
now it's getting a little tiresome. But the Rock Soldiers definitely have more weapons in this one than in the original.
Pizza time!
And here we go. Here's part 2 of Frames.
You can't beat me!
He doesn't have his android body, he's still space. So, oh, it makes sense that they would show Frank twice. Him being such a big villain, being, you know, basically one of the main characters of the show. Wow, did I actually just unlock an achievement? Let me see something here. That's super weird. Achieve more than 8,000 points. So it's like the 10th anniversary. I didn't even notice up to this game. 2009, 2019. So I haven't unlocked that achievement in 10 years. That's pretty monumental for that to happen on the stream, guys. So you just got to see history getting made. Now, okay, that was 8,000 points in one session. It's weird though, it never happened before, so I apparently never scored that playing by myself. Oh, bring him down in just a second here. Oh! Come on.
That hole is our way home! Let's go!
So we just brought down Krang. Now, is this the last level? I think that it is.
Technodrome.
I guess that it is. Yup, that's the last level. And you see, you only get to see this one room of the Technodrome. It's not Super Shredder, it's just normal Shredder. And he looks pretty awesome here, I have to say. When did Shredder throw Hadouken or Kamehamehas in the cartoon? Well, I don't know. I guess they have to give him a little bit more than sword for that. And I'll say this: the Statue of Liberty is not really too good. I mean, that face, like, that's pretty inaccurate looking. And just, it doesn't really even look like it's made out of stone. It's just, I don't know. Wow, okay, he's pretty hard to injure, I will say that. It's good, like, hit him. Yeah, I want to continue.
Technodrome.
So, okay, I think that this game has unlimited continues, so, oh, wow. Okay, we're definitely going to beat him now. Are you kidding me? With this many runs?
My favorite.
So that's the only thing about these games. It's like, it made you want to play better. Now, I kept those lives through the whole game, so, I mean, you gotta say that I did a pretty good job. But when they released these games, like, I remember, like, The Simpsons and all that, and, you know, you could, like, lose all your lives, but you don't get a game over. It just kind of ruins the experience. Like, there needs to be stakes in these games. The fact that you can just continue at any time, unlimited continues, just kind of ruins the experience a little bit, I noticed. Especially for the Simpsons game, because that's like a hard game. When you play that game in the arcade, you would go through quarters like it was nothing. played it at home, and it's like, well, you could just lazily play through the game pretty casually. I'll tell you from first-hand experience, growing up with that in the arcades, that was not a casual playthrough. That was like, you were gonna get beat down that game if you weren't skilled enough. I really like, the portraits, how they wince and everything. That kind of reminds me of Earthworm Jim 2. Remember, like, when he would get injured, he'd scream, and his picture would be animated as well. So I like that. Like, look, he's, like, reeling from the attack.
Let's kick shout!
Alright, so we got... I don't even think he's down to half health yet, but... So we'll play like there are stakes, I'll try to avoid his attack, even though I clearly have enough lives to deal with him. See, I don't really get where he's getting these extra powers. Like in the Genesis version of this game, the Hyperstone heist, it made more sense because like he had a stone that he was drawing power from. But here it's like, where is he getting these fireballs from? There's other stuff. I guess you're not supposed to trust me.
Let's kick shout!
Here I am trying to deeply analyze things from a psychological perspective. Probably not the best of ideas. He's almost done. Almost there. Ooh. Well, there we go, guys. We just beat the game.
Cowabunga!
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, our 4 reptilian heroes, have overcome the arch-villain, Shredder.
See, that part's good. I really like the voiceover for April. It sounds pretty close. And there you guys go. That's Turtles in Time reshell. Hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. Beat it. It was nice having you guys along for the ride. But yeah, so this game, for anyone who wants to know, I repeated a few times, not available anymore. You're either gonna have to emulate it or find somebody who has the game saved somewhere on some sort of hardware or on a USB or something, because it was available. They took it off the store, I think it was in 2012. So it's not available anymore. You can't get the game. And that's really sad because it's like you saw, it's not really a bad game. It's not really a great remake. If this game came out and this was just it, and this was the only way that you could play Turtles in Time, and they didn't have the classic that was released during the 90s, then you could say it's a great game. But as a remake, it's not really a great one. You can see, like, certain things they remade pretty well. But as you can see, it was nothing mind-blowing. Coming back to play it again, 10 years after its release, I gotta say there's not really a whole lot going for this game. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. April O'Neil, Veronica Taylor. Do you know who that is? That's actually, if it is the same Veronica Taylor, that's the original voice for Ash Ketchum in Pokemon. So you see that? Wow, okay, that's one more thing to like about this game. You got Ash Ketchum's voice as the voice of April O'Neil. Like a real crossroads of two things that I like, Ninja Turtles and Pokemon. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, like you saw, there was a few things in here that really didn't tickle my fancy. A few of the background, like the backgrounds look nice, but the Neon Knight Rider stage, that really didn't look too good. Bury My Shoulder Wounded Me, the train level looked pretty cool with the train whizzing by and then Leatherhead like running up to the train and then jumping onto it instead of just like, you know, crashing like through the roof of the boxcar or whatever, you know. So there was a few things, you know, that I did like about Turtles in Time Reshell. But other than that, it's not really a game that I would say to go out of your way to play. Is it a game that really we should like hang our heads in mourning, you know, because it's not available anymore? No, you really shouldn't. It's not a game that really, I think a lot of people care doesn't exist anymore, really. So let's see what achievements I do have. What did I manage to get? So we had an achievement from before. Destroy more than 5 enemies using a destructible object. I've tried that a number of times. That's extremely difficult to do. Avoid ice traps on level 8. That's where all the beams were coming down. That's almost impossible. Complete a survival mode game. So that's the one actually where I think they give you 1 life and you have to go through the whole thing. So they did add that mode. So I was complaining before, there's no stakes, there's unlimited continues. Well, there you go. Complete the game with all 4 turtles. I didn't do that. I'm not sure if I ever will. But what did I do? Achieved more than 8,000 points. We did that here in this stream. Defeated the final boss without dying. I remember I did that with a friend, and I think I kind of just stood off to the side as he helped me. Avoided all traps in level 3. That took a while to do, but I managed to do. Completed a level under 3 minutes. Completed a level without having to use a single power-up. That's not really too hard to do. Completed the game in story mode. That's normal difficulty and all. It's not hard to do at all. So we just did that. Got zapped by any lasers or traps. So get hit on purpose, basically. Got flattened by a trap. You know, those achievements are kind of stupid, though. You know, that if you get hit on purpose. Oh, I got an achievement for doing something I wasn't supposed to do. What? Anyway, so there you go, guys. That's Turtles in Time Reshell. An adequate remake, an average remake. Some people would say a subpar, below standards remake, but it's okay. It's nothing to get excited about. It's not available anymore on the PlayStation Network or the Xbox Live Arcade. So, you know, there you go, guys, and I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Like I said, if you're watching me here on Twitch, go subscribe to me over on the Brad Rules. Just put in youtube.com/BradRules for my YouTube channel. You'll see over 2,000 videos over there. And if you're watching me already on YouTube, go follow me over on the Brad Rules Live, twitch.tv/BradRulesLive. Guys, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.